Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mayhem Sprints. I have a mixture. Well, I had masterminds the last time, so I thought I would bring on a sleuth this time so that I could represent all the teams. But go ahead and introduce yourselves, what your channel is, and what you like to read, and your names. Go
You
ahead,
want to go
Maddie.
first? Oh, I'll go first. Yeah. Hi, I'm Maddie. I am from This Bookish Cottage. I am the brains behind Mystery and Mayhem. So if you guys are interested, there's still time to sign up, and things are about to get absolutely chaotic. So I hope you guys are ready. I basically explain like my reading taste is kind of like everything bagel seasoning because I love to read just about anything and everything. But I predominantly read mysteries, thrillers, that sort of stuff. But I do love me some good fantasy, not necessarily high fantasy. I like weird. I really love weird stuff. And so I was actually going to ask you guys if y'all could help me because I have 3 book options for tonight, and they are literally all across the board. So I either have The Resurrectionist, which was a victim. Guys, my brain with all the words. Or I have The Ministry of Time, which we're supposed to be reading this for the Libernauts book club. And then the other one,
it's both for Elise.
Oh yeah, I know, right? I was like, well, what are the odds? You have When We Were Vikings, which this is supposed to be like slightly fantasy, but it's also going to be more like kind of general fiction, but it's obviously about like Vikings and stuff. I don't know. So I don't know. I can't decide which one.
What are you in the mood for? What genre?
None of them.
Then find something else.
If that helps. But it's because I set a TBR, and I really want to try and stick with it this month. And I did the really dumb thing of reading most of my favorite ones that I was most excited for at the beginning of the month. But I also know, like, I know what is coming down the road. So I need to get through these, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of why it's like I have to read these books.
Well, can't help you there, because if I'm not in the mood, I just move on.
Yeah, you DNF them, I know.
Yeah, if I don't even want to read my TBR, I'm like, who cares?
I would say The Ministry of Time because that's like a book club discussion one.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And I think you would maybe like that. You like sci-fi, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've heard good things about it. I'm going to try to squeeze that in next week. Who knows?
Yeah. Okay, well then I'll read that one.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Sam. I am the only sleuth here. My channel is A Spark of Sam, and when it comes to reading, I'm like Maddie. I feel like even more. So like, I read literally everything: horror, thrillers, romance, fantasy, literally anything. But I prefer fantasy.
Yeah.
And I'm reading The Bridge Kingdom tonight.
Are you liking that?
Oh my gosh. This is the first book in like a really long time that it physically pains me to put down.
That's awesome.
Like I read before work today and I was genuinely upset that I had to go to work, which I only work a part-time job and I love it. So I was like, this is a new experience. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah. That's how I felt with Shield of Sparrows.
I cannot wait for I'm reading that next month. I'm pushing it back.
Honestly, I was telling Leah that I haven't felt like that about a book since Onyx Storm. Like, just the obsessive, like, wanting to read it every second. And, like, it's not like it's not as good as Onyx Storm, okay? But just the feeling.
Did you know I got a signed copy of it?
No.
They had it at my Walmart, which
I saw that.
I live in the middle of nowhere, people. The fact that my Walmart had it, and it was like a week after it came out. So I snagged that bad boy right up.
That's crazy. Well, what are you reading? Oh, you said Bridge Kingdom.
Yep.
All right, let us know what you guys are reading. Maddie, will you be announcing now or after sprints?
Which would you prefer?
I don't care.
You don't care. Sam, which one do you want?
Do it now.
Do it now. Okay, so the results are in for this last round. In this last round, the lassies officially saved the victim. Yay! Which is great because she is on our own team. So we finally saved our own team member. And then and it was close. We had Sam.
You should be happy she's alive.
I am. That's why I clapped it all.
Right? Like, can you imagine if we had Krista? Like, no, that sweet lady.
Right.
Everyone was trying to make sure she ate pizza, but I think she avoided it. So I think we're okay. It was. We do it by averages, and so lassies had 58, masterminds had 55, and sleuths had 50. So we were really close. Yeah, I was like, Tara's going to say something. I know it. But during this sprint, I will get the next victim posted and all that stuff. And then you guys be watching out because this next victim starts a lot of stuff. So
mayhem.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Hello, Sarah. Tonight I am continuing to read A Matter of Life and Death by Ellie Alexandra, currently at 114.
Oh,
awesome.
You're such a good author.
Good evening, Grandma Susan. Listening to The Potting Shed Murder by Paula Sutton. Awesome. Hello, Lily. I'm here for an hour until hockey. I swear, hockey's on every day.
Right.
I'm reading Love Lettering by Kate. I've never heard of that one. Hello, April. Listening to the last 20% of Powerless. Are you liking that one? Interested to see everything bagel season. Okay. What was Krista's fate? Oh, yeah. My thing was covered for a second. Hi, Yvette. Driving home from a new job position, but have you in my ear for now. Fun. What new job? Reading Class Reunions Are Murder tonight. I hope you love that one. It is so fun.
Oh, good. Sam, read it.
It's so fun. Listen, even if you don't like a cozy, I'm telling every single person to try it.
Mm-hmm.
That's good to know.
Because I just feel like it's a rare type of cozy.
Yes.
I like cozies. They're just not a top rated.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, I feel that.
It will be very high on
hilarious. It's just so funny.
Yes.
Good humor. Ministry of Time, says April. What's coming down the road?
Don't know.
Hello, Betsy. Going between 3 books tonight. A Staircase in the Woods, Class Reunions Are Murder, and As You Ice It by Emma St. Clair. 1 book for each sprint. I can't see how you can keep track of all those. Hello, Devin. Currently reading The Staircase in the Woods. I'm not liking it. DNF. Go Masterminds. Yay, lassies. Boo. Yay. Hello, Carmen. Well done, lassies. Krista didn't eat enough of the pizza. So excited for what's to come, Maddie. You are doing such a great job and making this so much fun. True.
Well, thank you.
You are.
Thank you.
Okay, so I keep calling Reckless Powerless, so correction. I'm reading the last 20% of Reckless.
I was confused. I was like, she's already read Powerless.
That's hilarious. Well, how are you liking Reckless? I'm on chapter 12 of Class Reunions, and it's really good so far. I'm glad you're liking it. Even
Tammy has it.
Tammy never reads cozies, like ever. She gave it 5 stars. So did Leah. Maddie, I do appreciate all your hard work. Thank you to all the team captains. Such a fun readathon.
Thank you.
Yes, Sam, read it. It's so funny. I'm 50 pages in, and I'm loving Class Reunions Are Murder. Speaking of pizza, I had a pizza delivery problem, and I'm kind of scared to eat it. Oh no, what happened? I'm trying to get to 150 pages, so yeah, that's what I've been doing. I'm like, you can make
Right.
it to 150 days.
Yes.
You're liking it better than Powerless. That's good. I liked Powerless better, but I still liked
Okay,
Reckless.
have you read the Red?
Have you read it too?
What's that?
Have you read Reckless?
I just finished it last week. I also liked Reckless better than Powerless, but I read The Red Queen literally like a week before Powerless, and I was a big Hunger Games girly in college, and the amount of like cut and paste that Powerless was, or felt like, I guess, I just didn't like it. But I mean,
it took me time too because I could see all the Hunger Games
well,
stuff.
and The Red Queen is even worse. Like I was like, I was confused. I thought I was listening to the same book that I had just listened to. It was rough. And so I also liked Reckless a lot more because it was just like, it felt finally like different.
Yeah. I just love the banter. That's literally the only reason I loved it. Like, because for half the book, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. This is so copycat. But I just loved the banter so much, I just quit caring. But I see what you mean, because it took me a minute to like get over it. But I haven't read Red Queen.
I had just happened to like get it on Hoopla and listen to it right before I read Powerless. And I'm like, I thought I had the wrong audiobook playing. It was so similar. But I read Powerful too, and I really liked Powerful. Yeah, she writes banter really well, and she's actually from Michigan, which makes me happy. And I remember when she went on like her book tour for Reckless, she went to the bookstore where I used to live right after college, and I'm like, why is she there now? So I do love Lauren Roberts and like all that, but Powerless was just hard for me.
Yeah, I feel that. And also, she's like 21.
Yeah, she's young.
Or 20. She's very young, which is crazy to me. Betsy says, that's probably the Lassies trying to get you, Tara. Oops. Hello, reading The Night and the Moth. I'm so interested in your thoughts when you finish that. They delivered the wrong order, and I had to complain about the driver. They fixed the order, but the same driver.
That's awkward.
That's funny. Oh, gosh. How are you liking that book? Yes, we are all intrigued. Gothic, dark,
I'm excited.
Vibes.
Sounds good.
Fun. Sounds so good. All right. You guys want to sprint to the top of the hour? Is that good for you? Okay. I'll be running around with the kids for a minute. They're not asleep yet, so. I decided to do some Sherlock Holmes.
Awesome.
To fit the theme of the week. So we will see you guys at the top of the hour. Welcome back. How'd you guys do?
Good.
Hello.
What'd you end up picking?
Okay, go.
Hello.
I read Ministry of Time, but for the most part, I just spent having to update stuff on Discord and graphics and such. But I did get 20 pages in, so that's not too bad. Yeah, it's good.
Good.
Yeah, that's a good chunk. I read and then looked through all the banter and craziness on Discord.
Yep.
I read 0. I was on Discord the whole time, but also getting the kids to bed. And then I forgot to say this is what I'm reading tonight. So in case anybody was not already knowing that, I'm loving it so far. But it reminds me of Freaky Friday,
Okay.
sort of. Instead of the wontons, it's lemon drops, where she can go back and choose a day she wants to redo, or like choose a day she wants to live through again. And so I don't know why, it just reminds me of
Sounds
that.
cute.
Okay, where did I leave off? I think this is where I left off, because I don't remember her being there. Reading at Bait and Swiss. How are you liking that? Nice ambiance, perfect for the readathon. 15 minutes in, and you guys are already reading? What is happening? I promise I'm gonna get something done tonight. Yeah, well, I didn't read, so it was all a facade. Hello, Leah. I'm reading, drum roll, Queen of Shadows, except I bet you didn't actually read that sprint. Hello, friends, just joining, planning to finish God of the Woods tonight. Are you liking that book? Me too. I've got a little under 200 pages left, and it's so good. I can say the audiobook for The Victim is so good. I have been holding off on this one, and I'm excited to finally read it. It's one of Leah's favorites. She read it pretty close to after she lost her dad, so it has sentimental value. It does have cancer triggers, just so you guys know. So I was waiting till I was ready for emotional read, because I knew it was going to be heavy. But it's on KU as well, if anybody is looking for it. Hello, Megan. Just got home from a workout class. Hub started dinner, so I can join you on reading. What are you reading? At 16%. Awesome. I may have just screamed out the window and 2 kids in my apartment complex playing outside and breaking a toy. That was left outside. They looked to be 6 and 3 and no parent in sight. I have become that person. Oh no. What chapter are you on? Someone needs to be that person. Yes. Well, I didn't read. I prepped some bags and had a Gilmore's Girl in the background. I love Gilmore Girls. Oh, look at you actually reading. You did better than me. I haven't a bit, but I did walk the dog and take a shower. Now I'm ready for reading. OMG, Maddie, are you liking it? That's one that Leah loves as well.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I'm going to attempt it, but she says I won't like it. So we'll see.
Another DNF. It's fine. What's the 7th, 8th one, whatever?
That would be the 7th. I've DNF 6. That's fine. Read 20 pages in Staircase in the Woods. Really liking it a lot. I heard that one is gory, so I will not be reading it. You did an amazing job in this video. We had a lot of fun.
You both did, I should say.
Yeah. I was like, okay, run this way. It was really funny. My daughter's like, what is this for? Read 13 pages. Awesome. Finished God of the Woods. Not sure my rating yet, but I got 35 points for our girl Leah. Yes. Just in time. Hello, Elizabeth. Joined during the first sprint. I did get the first 4 chapters of the Inheritance games
That's a
read.
good
I
one.
love the Inheritance games.
I haven't read it yet.
Oh, you'll
That's
like
one I
it.
want to.
I love it so much.
Mhm.
It's really addictive. And it's
When
so
my
fast.
sister-in-law was here, we were able to thrift all the books. And then we painted the edges, and then she left, and I'm like, and there goes the books all put off
Oh,
reading
no.
again. She got Laura Olympus, like the first 5 volumes, so I was able to read those, but I didn't make it to the Inheritance games. But that's one I really want to read.
Mhm.
You got to read it. And it's green.
I just add it to the list.
I mean, come on. Work has been crazy and I have failed this week, but I read 15 pages of The Lost Apothecary and started a victim's book, cough, cough. 14 pages of that. Yay. Well done, Jen. It was all of the side. You had it on 2 times speed. Leah, are you catching any of this book? No, fun fact, Leah could listen on 3 times speed and remember everything she read. She binge read a Riley Sager book all in one day before a book discussion on 3 times speed and remembered
That's
all of
awesome.
it. And
If it's
I don't
not
know how she does
British,
it.
I'll listen
And then
on 3 times speed.
I have to have the book in front of me if I'm going
Yeah.
to do 3 times speed to tandem read. I can't.
I think it
just do
depends on
audio
what it is,
that.
like cozy mysteries, things like that, where there's not like a lot of description or a lot of characters. Like I'm not going to go in there trying to read no high fantasy at 3 times speed, because then it's going to be like, I don't know what happened for the 45 hours I listened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. She just has incredible memory on books, though. And she can, like, we had another discussion with Jessie. It was the Hitchcock Hotel, and she literally explained the entire book to all of us on camera, and we were like, I don't even remember that. Like, how do you remember that? And she like speed reads it. I'm like, how is this even possible? Hello, Jules. Just joining, reading Famous Last Words, and it's just meh. You know, I haven't heard one thing about that book. No.
I loved it.
Really? Everyone I've heard has not liked
I loved it. Yes.
Well, at least someone did. Jules, if you haven't watched Leah's hit list video, go watch it. It's funny. Jen, please let us know you're reading a lot this week. She really does read a lot. She gets through a lot of them. Hello, Judy. Just joining, so I'll be reading Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands tonight, hoping to finish it tonight. Fun. I kept trying to read and then kept getting sidetracked by Discord.
I had to mute it for the
same
second half.
I did too. I was having too much fun.
Stirring the pot?
Yeah.
I said stirring the pot.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. Corinna, only because I'm on staycation. If I was on staycation, my kids would still be here, so it doesn't make a difference. Great BBL. What does that mean? I don't know.
My brain can only handle so many acronyms.
Yeah.
My Oxford year is also on Hoopla. I know some are different. Also, to make matters better, I scream from the second floor window. That's so funny. It's my mom's birthday, so I took cupcakes up for the memory unit. They all love them. Aw. Well, happy birthday, Jules' mom. Leah, I will make sure to read my Oxford year just for you, especially since you got me the copy I have. Aw.
Love that.
The funny thing about this book is when Leah first read it, she hated it because it made her so upset because it was so raw. But months later, she kept thinking about that book and talking about that book, and she's like, you know, maybe I love that book more than I thought I did. Need more specifics. More specifics about
the book, like the ministry book, or
maybe about Ministry of Time.
I mean, I'm only 20 pages in. I don't got much specifics. I really know their names now.
What, you mean you can't tell us everything
Right,
that's happened in the
right.
first 20 pages like Leah?
What's your star prediction?
Well, it's probably going to be like a
I miss
3.5,
what
maybe a 4. I doubt that it would be a 5 because I've read enough sci-fi now to where like I have higher requirements. You know what I mean?
I get that.
So, yeah.
Mhm. I have learned that I like a good time travel book. I
Yeah.
really enjoy those. So that is what I'm intrigued about with that. So I don't know. I might surprise you, Leah. Corinna, it's Ministry of Time. That was so sweet. Yeah, she is such a good daughter. Woohoo! My creative director. We had fun. And by the way, guys, when I make fun of her being out of breath running up the hill, it's because she has asthma. She's not really that out
Oh,
of
so you're
shape.
picking on her because she has asthma.
So she's just like, and I'm like, it's just funny because you think it's because it's the exercise, but it's really just asthma. So her husband and I were laughing because we were like, it seems so real, like she's really been running for her life, but it's really just her asthma. Oh, poor Leah.
She had messaged me when she sent it and she was like, yeah, I hope you like it. I have no idea how to act like I'm terrified for my life.
I know. It was so hard to just get her not to
I believe it.
smile and laugh.
believe
I'm
it.
like, Leah, you're
Well,
not supposed to be
especially doing
happy.
it with your friend in front of like other people. How would you
Right.
not laugh?
I know. It's so hard. Got to page 494. Yay. You and Wendy make a great team. We had a fun time filming it. I bought a book today thinking it was a victim's book to get home and relook at the list so far, and it isn't on there. Oh no.
What book is
That
it?
stinks. Well, maybe it'll still be
We
a really
still have
good
more
book.
victims. So
My highest so far has been 2.2, and it was tandem reading. Yeah, I can do 3 times speed if I'm tandem because I read that fast, if not faster, with my eyes. So if I go like on a 2, it's too slow for me to
Yeah,
tandem.
I'm at like a 2.2 normally without tandem, but then yeah, I'm the same. If I'm tandem, I can do 3
usually.
or more.
Yeah. Unless like they're really slow talkers, then I could probably
Mhm.
do above a 2. And then sometimes, like I was saying today, if they are British, I have to put that down to like 1.5.
Yeah, the Murder by Cheesecake, I was at like 3x with that. Like Cozy Mystery, I was like, I can fly through this.
Yeah. Yeah, cozy mysteries are pretty easy because it's not like
Mhm.
super deep thinking. But she did such a good job with
Yes.
their voices. I
I
have
thought
to
so.
say. They all sounded just
Mhm.
like the show. My highest is 1.5. Of course, I normally don't do audiobooks. I see that. I feel like when you first get into it, you usually start out slow. I got skills. Yes, you do. I'm doing an all-day readathon with a friend on Monday, so I'm hoping to
Aw.
read a lot. Yay, that sounds so fun. Usually means Brazilian butt lift, but I doubt that's what she meant. Oh, great big beautiful life. That's probably what they
Gotcha.
meant. That seems
Yep.
more likely. Yeah. Brazilian butt lift. That's so funny. I love Ministry of Time. My Oxford year on audio. I gave Ministry of Time 5 stars and consider it more of
That's what I
literary
was thinking it's
fiction.
probably going to be.
That's what I'm nervous about. Time travel is a subplot. Oh no. Man, why does everything have to be a lit fic these days? I swear. We might actually have to save Leah. My asthma. It's hard to act scared. What a friend you are. Oh, you have to be out of breath when you're running from a murderer. All the real horror movies have that. She did such a great job, and you did a good job directing. All you have to have is asthma. makes it really real. Wendy's daughter was just laughing the whole time. She's like, what is this? Like, what is wrong with these adults? Think Blake Witch movie. I don't know what that is. I can't 3 times speed fantasy ever. Yeah, me either. I wouldn't know what was happening. It was Murder by Cheesecake. Oh, but you do get extra points because it's a buddy read.
Yeah, so it's basically.
So you would get 10 points for that. So it's not in vain. Now I know how you get through your book so fast. Leah, you did a great job. I did get the book and will read it. Yay. 2 things that are very not the same. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. All right, you want to go to the top of the hour again? Okay, I will read this time, I promise. I'll have to put my phone on the other side of the room. All right, see you guys then. Welcome back. How'd you guys do? Can't hear you.
Yeah, I had to put Piper to sleep, so I got 2 books read this time. Yeah.
Ooh.
Are you liking it?
Yeah, it's good. I don't love, so it's hard to explain. I don't love the writing style yet. I think it's just gonna take me some time to get used to it, because it has a lot. Like in each chapter, it has a lot of breaks, like a lot. And I'm used to, there's usually a couple of them, but I mean, there was a lot in the first chapter. So
I heard it was very wordy, like lots of big
but
words.
it's funny. There's some humor in there, so I'm enjoying it.
Good.
Well,
How'd you do?
I put my husband to bed. He doesn't work. He's on holiday break, but he's had the last 2 days off for rain days. So he's like 6 days at home, and I'm like, "Are you working again?" I can't tell, except at 4:45 in the morning when your alarm goes off and the pets wake up and all that. But so he's in bed. I only read for the last 15 minutes because I was like, if I sit that long, I'm gonna get sleepy. So I got some snacks, said goodnight, and I got a couple chapters read in that bit. I'm almost halfway. I'm loving it. It's 5-star feeling.
Yay. That's one I have on my list. I want to read eventually. I don't know if you knew this. I don't know if it's still like this, but a bunch of them from that series were free on Audible for a while.
That's how I'm listening to the first. I'm tandem reading it.
Yeah, there was like 4 of them that were free.
I know for sure
So I snagged
the first
them.
one still is, but I don't know after that.
Yeah. Well, I read 4 chapters.
Look at you!
Yeah, I actually read and cried. This book, y'all. I keep getting these books that keep making me cry, and I'm like, and then I'm gonna read Leah's book, and that's gonna make me cry. I'm like, I need something happy after that. It's really good though. It's like it makes you ponder life.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Well, let us know how you guys did. As a paid actor. No one was hurt in the making of this video. Okay, that's what it is. Thank you. You are welcome. So you can still get those points. Buttless in pleasure secrets. I'm going to write all of these jokes down.
Drop it, Corinna.
I can't. Hello, Amber. Just popping in. Just left the baseball game, which is freezing out, but we'll be listening to the audio of Death by Dumpling, and I'm loving it. It is cold here, too, and I'm over it. It's supposed to be warm now.
It's been in the 40s and 50s here.
Yeah, what is that?
We just had like 80 degrees, sunny, gorgeous, and now it's like, just kidding.
Yeah, my kids are like, when are you going to open the pool? And I'm like, when it's not cold. It's like, it's gross. Hello. Hope everyone is having a good night. What are you reading? Oh, look who it is. Lassie. Listen. You know, I just wanted to hang out with Sam.
The one sleuth struggling.
She doesn't have to be a lassie.
I was a lassie last year.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were? I didn't even see this last year. Somehow I missed it.
Well, Maddie invited me, so that's how I knew about it.
Yeah, it's quite small.
Wendy, I can't with this cozy. Reading class reunions is murder. And chapter 5 took me out. Learning Poppy's backstory, I was sobbing, and I have never had a cozy make me laugh and cry. Yeah, I remember that part being sad.
I think it did such a good job. We were talking about this. It may have been on Amy's sprints last night. My gosh, I've been on so many sprints now. I can't even. But on one of them, we were talking about how a lot of time with cozies, like we just kind of like bypass a lot of like harder topics because it's supposed to be cozy time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that Class Reunions does such a phenomenal job with dealing with miscarriage, infertility, things like that. And so she doesn't gloss over it. Like she dives into it, but then it's also like endearing at the same time. I don't know. It was so well done.
I love when books do that, when they have deep stuff, but they have moments of reprieve with laughter and stuff. So it's not too heavy.
Abby Jimenez books. That's just like literally what I think of.
Yes. Have you read, Maddie, have you read the Cherry Pie or Die series?
I don't even know what that is.
It's a cozy mystery series. We read it on one of Hannah's book discussions one time.
Oh, yes. Yes, I do know what it is. I have not read it, but it looks cute.
Okay. Well, I loved this one because I felt like it had some more serious topics than a typical cozy, but also, was still a cozy, and I really, really loved it.
Did I read that
one? I don't know, but that's like one of my favorites because it has some historical fiction in it, and I'd never had that in a cozy before.
No.
Sam's like,
no, I love historical fiction, but that's not the book I'm thinking of.
And it's not heavy historical fiction. It's just it takes place in like a museum style, and I really loved that aspect. I just thought it was different.
If you need another really funny mystery, it's cozy mystery, but it's not the same. It's a little bit outside of that. A Most Agreeable Murder. I should have put that on my favorites graphic because it was a 5-star. I think about that book so much. It is so funny, but it's also.
I feel like you might have told me about.
It's set. Well, I don't remember exactly when it's set, but it's definitely set like pre-America, and I love it. It's just so funny. It is so funny. So if you guys need another good book, and her second one for that series, I think is coming out in June or July, one of those. I can't quite remember, but you'll enjoy it.
Yeah. I am excited to try some new cozies that have some. I feel like for me, my only complaint with cozy mysteries is they get redundant. And so I like when they mix in some different stuff.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Hello, Hannah. Made it to 16%. I got 8 chapters read that sprint. Yay. Hello, Wendy. I got 6 more chapters done. I read 44 pages of The Lost Apothecary, read the entire time, but my eyes are closing even though I'm sitting up. Look at you. You read so much that time. She's been super busy. I literally read only chapter 5 of Class Reunions or Murder, but some of the chapters are longer than others, and that was a long chapter, but I can't even tell you I love this cozy so much. It's so good. Everyone has 4 and 5 started. Like, it's just the best. I can't wait to read the second one. I'm hoping to get to that next week. I read 20 pages, better than the first sprint. Look at us all being productive. It's all in good fun, Maddie. We all need laughs, and you're fine. We love you. It's been stupid cold and rainy here. Seriously. Same. Made it to 28% of Wanton Terror. Hi, Betsy and Susan. Maddie, I'm also reading Ministry of Time, and I'm feeling very
No, Hannah and I have very similar taste in books, and so that makes me really nervous.
No. Do you read sci-fi very often, Hannah? I don't think I've seen you read a sci-fi. Hello. Called my mom and then sister, and now I can finally read. Yay. What are you reading right now? Everybody's saying hi to each other. Love Cherry Pie or Die. Seriously, I really love that one. It's also on KU. I let my dogs out, made popcorn, and read 25 pages. Don't say popcorn. Everybody's going to go
I
make
was
it.
like, ooh, that sounds good.
My husband just said, aren't cozies for kids when I describe the covers with cats and gardens on the cover. When I first heard about cozies, Keisha described them to me as granny books.
I could see that.
She's like, they're like
That's
granny
how I
books.
picture them.
She's like, it's not as bad as it sounds.
It took me forever because I was like, I feel like I can't find any of these anywhere. And I know I like them. And then finally I realized one day, like, oh, wait, these are going to be your mass produced books, which means they're the smaller ones that you see all the grandmas reading. You know, they're like the Harlequins and stuff, you know, and you're like, I would have never thought to look in that section. And then once I did, it was like a whole new world opened up to me. I got all the books, but it's like, oh, yeah, these probably were written for a little bit of an older generation.
Yeah. What I love about them in Barnes & Noble, they're always like good prices, whereas everything else in Barnes & Noble is expensive. But you can count on the Cozy Mysteries being a good price. That's like the only book I'll buy there. The rest, I like literally just browse Barnes and I don't buy anything in it. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to Amazon now and buy this book. I love Cherry Pie or Die. I need to continue in that series. So many books and not enough time to read them all. Yes. I read a little bit, got to 48%. Are you, I think it was you. Are you reading Hunger Games? Or what are you reading? At some point, I feel like you were reading Hunger Games. I'm so glad everyone is loving class readings or murder. This makes me so happy. I picture cozies as granny books too. It's true. It fits that, but also they're good. I said grandmas and he said and kids, but 100% seriously. Hello. Too early in California. Just got back from work. Did my nails, played with the dog. Hopefully, eventually, I'll get some reading done tonight. Yeah, we all have our time zones all over the place. Like I saw Amy's was Central and I was like, whoa. I just finished my book this morning, so I actually don't know. Maybe nothing but Blackened Teeth, The Naturals, or Pick a Feather So Black back up. Are you just starting the Naturals event? Because that's my vote. Love that series. It's like bingeable as well. Reading Death by Dumpling. Okay, so there's another Amber then who's reading Hunger Games. I feel like there's a couple Ambers that I know. I'm thinking one last sprint. Do you guys need to hop off?
I'm good now that Piper's asleep.
I can truck through. I'm really loving this book though, so I do I want to keep reading, but I mean I'll make it through. My eyes will be slits, but you know.
If people are good with it, I always start at 7 because I can't make it. Like if I start at 8, like most people, I'm done after 2 sprints.
Well,
like grandma has to go to bed.
It's so hard because when Matt isn't working, we will stay up till like 1 a.m. or like I like to do like 11:30 at the latest, but when he's at work and he has to wake up at 4:45, like there's just, and I'm a light sleeper, so I have to wake up with him. And it's just 8 o'clock comes and I'm like, oh, I'm fading fast.
Yeah,
all my kids wake me up early every day. I'm ready for school though to be over, and then at least, even though I'm still getting up, I don't have to take them somewhere early. We have one more week. I'm so excited. All right, one more sprint, guys. Get all your reading done. And I'll see you at the top of the hour. Hello.
Hi.
Did you fall asleep?
I did not. I actually read almost that whole sprint.
Hey. How'd you guys do?
I am about halfway now. I love it. I'm excited. Have you read A Fate Inked in Blood, either of you?
I DNF'd it.
Oh no. It's the same author.
I know, but Yvette told me that The Bridge Kingdom is a lot better, so.
That's crazy because I feel like I've only heard good things about A Fate Inked in Blood. So
But I think she liked The Bridge Kingdom and she didn't like Fate Inked in Blood.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
So, hopefully, I enjoy it.
I'm loving it. I think it's like a perfect balance of like rugged and adventure, but like intimate and hilarious. I love it. I've laughed so much, which I was not expecting for this book. But you have to like the humor. And that's as much as I'm going to say about that.
I read about 7%. I couldn't remember what chapter I left off on, so I'm going by percent, but it's so good. Like, I love magical realism. I don't read it a lot, but when I do, I always love it. And there's just so many deep themes in it. It's really, really good. How'd you do, Maddie?
I got to page 90 and I am not enjoying this book at all.
Oh no.
No.
It is super boring. Do you guys ever read a book and you're just like, why was this written? Like, what is the purpose of it? Because like I'm 90 pages in. I feel like there should kind of already be, a plot that is that one. Really? You thought that with that?
Do you love this book?
No, I've never read it, but I've heard good things.
She's like, watch it be her favorite.
No, that's true.
Okay. I still like want to know.
I'm just kidding.
I want to know how the series ends, but this book was like, it's called The Book That Wouldn't Burn. And so I don't know how many times April and I, when we were reading this, were like, I want to burn this book. Literally, the ending is amazing, but like, it's huge. And leading up to it was so slow. So I felt that with this book.
I'm cracking up at the title of it too.
It was the book that wouldn't end, the book that wouldn't do anything. We were waiting for something to happen, and then it does. And then you're like, what do I do now? I kind of want to know what happens, but I also, that was pure misery for me.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm sorry that I picked a book you're not a fan of, but now you know.
Well, and I'm like, I just have to make it to 150 pages. That way I can at least use it for the readathon. But I'm also like, oh my gosh, it's 50 more pages. And it's just so boring.
She's 75% still asking, why is this written?
Yes, okay. Well, I don't
That's
think
not making me excited, guys. Maybe I shouldn't.
I'm sorry, but Leah said she loved it, right?
Leah told me I wasn't gonna like it. She said, Wendy, I don't think there's any chance of you liking this book.
No.
But she gave it 5 stars. I don't know. I still question that she even loved it.
Does she like literary fiction a lot? Does she tend to read?
She does. Once in a while, I don't know. She likes those deep thinking books sometimes.
Oh, no, I don't read to think,
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
And that's what I feel like this is going on with. It's like, I don't even know what we're talking about right now. These words, what are they? And it makes me feel like an idiot. And I'm like, I'm not a stupid person, but I feel like it reading this book.
I don't like lit fic. I don't like it. I sometimes like it, but it's very rare.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I want to try it because she's so convinced I'll hate it that now I'm curious.
Right?
You'll hate it.
I can't help it. Like, I'm a glutton for punishment. All grandmas unite.
Yep.
Miles, the same as Sam. This is why we don't sleep together. I am the lightest sleeper. Mike's, not Miles. Why did I say that?
But see, then I literally just don't see my husband, and I'm not a fan of that.
That's
We
true.
tried that. Like, he would sleep in the basement, especially because like it would get so hot in the summer, and he does asphalt. And so he's like, I cannot be by any heat whatsoever. I want to freeze and never feel heat again. So he would sleep in the basement, and then I just never saw him, and I hated it. So I'm like, I will wake up at 4:45 in the morning.
Aw.
Yeah. Yes, Wendy, I can't wait for summer and not have to wake up so early. I did just finish Mockingjay, so it could have been me. That was okay. I thought so, and I wasn't sure if you were going straight into the next one. I plan to read The Ballad of Songbird soon. I haven't read that one. The cat in the class reunions cozy is hilarious.
Yes. Fitz. Oh my gosh. I love him.
Thanks for sprints. Thanks for joining. I should have just stayed and read. Hockey is just not fun tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I failed that round. I was looking at restaurant menus for when my friend and I spend the day together Saturday. Well, you know what? You read a good bit last time. We were going to McKay's.
I mean, that was
Nothing makes me
reading.
more excited.
Right?
It's menus, but
Yeah.
it was reading.
Yeah, you're reading something.
Right?
I've never been to McKay's. We don't have one.
We don't either.
I don't know what that is.
It's
a bookstore.
Oh, we don't have that.
So, Sarah. Chapter 29 in this book is cracking me up. You're reading Class Reunion, right? It's so funny. I can't even stress that enough. Like, it's just the best. Yeah, no. I'm glad you loved it, though. Oh, got to 60%. Really loving it. Thanks, Corinna. I read 21 more pages in Class Reunions Are Murder. I'm laughing so much. This is the best cozy. It really is. I do not love magical realism. I hope I love it. I have a good feeling. It's my next read. I think you will. I just feel like there's a lot of deeper stuff mixed in that you'll appreciate. Life lessons. So good, Betsy. Why was this written? I got 8 more chapters read. And there's Hannah's vote of confidence for the rest of the book. The Canes are breaking my heart. I'm not even a Canes fan. I'm sorry that your all's team is not doing good. Yes, Tara, I think it's the best cozy I have ever read, and nobody is dead yet. I checked this one out of the library, but I will be buying them all to read. And Jules told me they just get better. She's like, every single book just gets better.
Yeah.
DNF it now, Maddie.
No, I will get points for this book if I'm having to slug through this.
She suffered, okay? She's got to get something for it. DNF, Maddie. It's not worth your time when you could be loving your book.
Just think of that 5-star that you could be reading right now if you weren't reading
I'm just gonna put it up to 3 speed and just get through those 50 pages real fast. I already don't know what's going on. I'm not gonna be missing much.
That's so funny. Corinna, do not try this book.
You guys like tell it.
That would be the best twist of the whole thing.
You love it.
I kind of need you to read this now, Wendy.
I know, see? Like, out of
need
curiosity, now we have to know. I've noticed, I don't know if you guys know who Haley Pham is. She's a very big booktuber, but she loved Ministry of Time, which is why Leah wanted to read it. And I noticed that I don't love most of the books that she loves. She really likes lit fic. And she was talking about that book that just came out, Wild Dark Shores, I think is what it's called. It's like gold on the cover. And she was describing how good it was, and she gave it 5 stars. And she's like, my favorite part was just the descriptions of the trees. And I'm like,
You're like, no.
sounds like the most boring book I've ever heard of. And Tammy was like getting ready to read it. I'm like, no, Tammy, no. Because we like the same stuff. I'm like, I don't think you're going to like it. I'm like, the part she loved was the trees. Okay? Like,
No. Mm-mm.
that's love. My butt is going to choose sleep. Going to cancel the hold. I put on History of I can already tell that's not a book for me.
And I'm learning because I got the book of the month one. I ended up with it at a thrift store. And sometimes I'm like, maybe that's why you find so many book of the months at thrift stores, because they're just not that great anymore.
No.
And I don't know.
The one I don't like.
This was May of last year. So it's like literally a year. And it's just not doing good. This why?
Yeah, I canceled book of the month.
Yeah, I haven't done it in a while.
Because I was skipped like 6 months in a row, so I was like, it's time.
That's most of my books that I actually will like let go of are book of the month. But I don't know, every now and then I find like one I like.
Yeah.
If I read them, I don't like them, and then most of the time I never read them, and they're just sitting there, and I'm like, I just need to stop buying these. Karina wants to know if she can submit menus.
I'll make that a category next year.
If they're 150 pages worth.
It's a lot of menus.
I need to go on Wendy's Goodreads and see how few books we have in common. This is a running joke with me and Tara because every book I hate, she loves. So one time she goes, Wendy, quick, give me 3 books you hated because it's for a prompt and I need to read a book that someone hated. And if you hated it, I'll probably like it.
That's actually really nice knowing though. Like,
so I gave her 3 books and I was really obnoxious about it because I thought it would be hilarious. So I gave her Frankenstein. She's like, I'm not reading Frankenstein, first of all. And then I gave her, no, wait, it wasn't Frankenstein. It was Moby Dick, which is even worse. And I forget the second one I gave her, but then I gave her Tomorrow Times 3. And so she read that one. I don't think she loved it, but she didn't hate it. You have to remind me, Tara.
That one? I liked that one.
No, I hated that book. But I think Tara didn't hate it. I don't remember if she liked it or not.
I think I gave it 4 stars.
Well, maybe you'll love it. Tara, I have not read it. I can't speak on that, but maybe you should follow Haley Pham because she probably likes the same books. I call them smart books, and I just don't like those. So
yeah, then don't read this book.
I know.
No, please read it.
I'm going to try. I will because Leah has it. It's not like I'm going to buy it.
The only reason I'm not reading it is because I couldn't get the audiobook.
Yeah, I had to do an Everand for it, and I'm kind of mad.
Oh, I remember the other book I told her. The other suggestion I gave her, a book I hated, was Exordia.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, that one.
Hold on. It's horrible. It's a sci-fi. It's a lot of aliens. And
how did you read it?
Because I got it for NetGalley.
Oh. Okay.
And it was very weird. And I did not finish that book. So Tara wasn't interested in trying that one either. So she chose Tomorrow Times 3. She said she gave it 3 stars.
I'm not a gamer but I'm an artist, and so like hearing about like what goes into gaming and like the artistic side, like I was there for it. I loved it. And then now when I watch Matt play games, I'm like, this is this type of game. Like stuff I didn't know. And he's like, how do you know this? I'm like, I read it in a book that really was all over the place with different things, but
You know, to be fair, I tried to read Tomorrow Times 3 when I had COVID. So I was really sick. And I was just really bored. So it didn't really have a good chance at the time.
it was so different for me, but like I'll listen to anything.
Yeah.
And by the end I was like, that wasn't that bad.
That's also the same time I DNF'd Red Rising. And Jordan has told me I need to retry it. She's like, it's so good. You have to give it another chance. Because I was sick when I DNF'd it. I didn't DNF it because I didn't like it, though. I DNF'd it because I was just confused. Like it's just hard for me to wrap my mind around sci-fi a lot of times. The worlds are so much more complicated to me than fantasy. And
Same.
I struggle. So maybe one day. Wendy and her book reviews tonight are killing me. I'm gonna read Wild Dark Shores so we can discuss it. Okay, Kermit, you want to know something funny? My sister gave me a book one time, and one of my reviews was that this book is a book of nonsense. And my sister just commented on it on Goodreads, and she was like, wow. It was who was it? I think it was a book by Charles Spurgeon, and I just could not. Like, I could not with like he uses a lot of symbolism and stuff, and it was too much for me. I did not love Red Rising. Well, maybe I won't. I don't know. I know a lot of people love it. You know who does love it? Haley Pham. So I don't think I like her books. Oh gosh. All right. We're going to head out so we can go to bed. But thanks for joining, guys. And
Thank you.
get to reading.